this episode with some very special friends. First, I would like to introduce Alejandra. Everybody, calm down. Next, we have Allison. Last but not least, Tristen.
Everybody just could do that.
Wow, that was hilarious.
Like, give me my money.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for being here. I know it's a Sunday. I feel like maybe I could have given a little bit more notice, but that's neither here nor there. I truly appreciate you guys for coming out. I guess just briefly, if everybody would like to just actually introduce themselves. Who wants to start?
I guess I can begin. Alejandra. I am the owner and photographer of Texas Love Story. It's brand new. It's a baby. Like, it's not something that I'm doing as much as I'd like to, but it's something I would like to progress to doing more. So make it a real thing. So.
Nice. Snaps for Alejandra.
Yeah, my nails, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm Allison. I'm your favorite internet friend, and I smoke weed for money.
Yes! Snaps for Allison.
I'm Tristen. I'm Tristen Slaughter. I am a up-and-coming personal trainer. I am labeling myself as Slaughterhouse Fitness. My last name is Slaughter, so
Nice. Tristen. So, like I said, when we were all talking about it, I genuinely just want us to talk, man. Life is fucking hard. My idea for this episode was how to still dream as adults, because I think it's something that we really lose track of, and it just gets harder and harder. So I guess I really want to start by saying, like, Alejandra kind of kicked it off by saying, it's not something that you do very often, like it's a baby, but you want to put more time and energy into it. What would you say, or I guess what would we all say, is like your number one roadblock? Like
you said before this all started, adulting. I work a regular 9 to 5. I've been in insurance for 13 years, so it's hard to let go of that stability.
Yeah.
To go after a passion. That's the hardest part for me. Because it's like, I got a mortgage, I got bills to pay, so.
You got dogs, yeah.
I got dogs. So, I got your nieces. So.
Yeah. Your own godkids.
My own godkids. So, but yeah, so I think that's what I struggle with a lot. Is just my regular role as a wife, as a homemaker, as, working in insurance really takes up time away from what I want to pursue, honestly.
I also feel like in a field like that, it's probably hard to not take work home sometimes. Like to actually
to go home and decompress and do what you want to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
probably
there's also, I need me time too, right?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Yeah. Allison, what would you say is your biggest
For me, definitely my 9 to 5. It's like my biggest source of stress, and with all that stress and anxiety that it brings, it leaves me feeling not really motivated. Like, it is smoking weed, to be fair, but like a lot of times I don't feel like sitting down to record myself, even doing something that simple, because there's so many other things on my mind that are taking precedence over that, and I can't really perform per se.
Well, like the me time and the decompression. I also feel like for something like that, or like something like this, I kind of feel like in a way you have to be on, right? It's like if you have to be on at work, and then you don't get that decompression me time to be able to separate from the two, then I feel like that makes it harder, because then
It just becomes job number 2.
exactly, like that's how you lose your passion, which is why you're doing it.
Fun that I want.
Exactly. I feel like that isn't a fucking gag wall. So we agree. Capitalism is ruining this country. Okay, your turn.
As far as time, I don't really have a roadblock anymore. I just quit my job here recently, so.
Me too. Hell yeah.
So
Man.
I'm up at 4 in the morning, about 4:30 every morning, getting to the gym about 5, so I can train myself before my clients.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is, like I was telling her earlier, is getting myself out there. The biggest part of my clientele now is like my high clientele. is for real. I think I'm actually kind of good at it. So I'm getting over my imposter syndrome. I think that's where I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's kind of the hard part of me posting as well. Like I was telling you, was like I'm new in the field, but I'm not. So it's like, should I be here? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of fighting with that.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy though? I completely forgot about this, but as you were talking, I remembered. Do you remember in high school when I feel like a lot of people would ask you for like.
Yeah, that's
like,
it started way back then.
Yeah, like it's been
Right.
forever. Like I remember when. So, Tristen played football. I filmed for football, and I remember even just going up the bleachers to get to the little booth that I needed to film from. I was like,
Our stadium is huge. That stadium, like the stands, that's steep.
it's like a real, it's big.
Yeah.
But I remember that's when it started because, and then there were times where I wasn't on the field very often, but there were times where I would record from the field and like angles matter. You know, I'm short, my legs are little, I can't see the ball. You know, and so that's when it started, and I completely forgot that even I at one point was like, Tristen, how do I run?
How do I run?
No, literally, like the dumbest shit. Because
It was crazy because I could tell her. Like,
no, for real, like because he knew what I was asking, you know. Because obviously I know, but I was like, I'm fucking winded, dog. Like, crazy. So damn, that's wild. I did not make that connection. I love that for you.
Yeah, kind of just like family too, but I was supposed to be doing it forever though.
But tell us about your mom.
Oh yeah, so my mom was a IFBB pro competitor for like 10 years. So it would be days where I would wake up at 6 thinking I had to go to school. The whole time she's going to the weight room, and I'm either in the car speaker, I'm in the lobby like watching her go off. I'm talking about like shoulder raises, benching off. It's like, damn, my mom's cold. And then so I start asking her, can I come to the weight room and lift? Can I come to the weight room and lift? And mine's I'm like 6th, 7th grade, and she's like, do 100 push-ups. And I'm like, okay, but I got 20 right here. But she's like, no, do 100 straight. Because mind you, I'm like 10, 11, you know, like I'm not supposed to be in the weight room lifting. And then I got to like 8th grade, and I was sitting in the lobby, and I'm like, dang, I kind of want to lift with her. Nah, she's not gonna let me. And so I kind of walked through, and I don't know what she was doing, but her trainer was like, hey, come over here and lift. And like ever since then, that was kind of been like me and Mom's bonding time. She goes in the gym, I'm in the gym. And it would be days where I just came from my practice, and here we go, me and Mom in the gym, lifting weights, and then I'll see her in 2 or 3 months, and she's on stage, like, I'm like, dang, Mama, I'm cold. So I got a lot of knowledge from her just by accident, from just following her in the gym or following her trainers in the gym, you know? Because sometimes they'll come grab me and be like, don't be doing that, you're playing football, come do this type of workout. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I got a lot of different styles of working out, just besides being in a football style weight room, you know? I got to go watch competitors train and how they train for their physique, but also stay functional. And so I kind of like morphed the way I train according to how I watched her train, and my football coaches made me train. I feel like my nieces and nephews, they have to compete against me when I'm 50. They got to still be scared of me coming when I'm 50. And that's how I want to train my clients. Like I feel like everybody should be able, like she said, go run, go jump, it don't matter what age you are. That shouldn't hurt or be stressful, you know? So, yeah, it started from Mom.
That's pretty neat. It is. It's a lot of time of the weight training and moving, and I mean, I love that because that way you can see what works for people, what doesn't, and you can adjust it for your clients.
Yeah.
So that's really neat.
Yeah, that is really cool.
That's fun. Mom still be in the gym. And I still ask her for help on workouts sometimes too, and I get stuck and I feel like I'm bored in a routine, so I know my clients got it bad. I'm like, hey yo, can you write me a workout? She'll be like, really? You still can't write workouts? And I'm like, oh, leave me alone. I just need you to give me one. And then I'll see like a new lift or a new something that I haven't done in a while, or it's just new to me, and then I have to go Google, and then I have to go learn. So I kind of just love training for that. It's ever evolving. And it's cool.
There is something that I do want to go back to though, because as soon as you said it, all of us were like, oh yeah, and that's that motherfucking imposter syndrome. I want to fight that motherfucker so bad
It's
because
hard.
I feel like we know what we're capable of, right? Like
Yeah, like you know you're good at it. It's just kind of hard to sell yourself and be in this space.
right, like those mental, like that for me with anything I do is probably my like why I don't really, because adventure for me to get back to my creative ways, to be able to think outside the box. But if I'm being 100% truthful with y'all, my dream, I've always wanted to be an author. But that imposter syndrome fucks me up so bad because I tell myself all the things I can't do. You know, I know that my character development is weak. Even if I have this person in my head, even if I know, like, this is what this person is, like, this person is very, very real to me. But that's flat in a book, you know? You have to have that dynamic character development so that the people, because it's my character, so of course I know this character, of course it's real to me, but how do I make it real to people? And when I start thinking about all the things I don't know how to do, instead of Googling and practicing and trying, I let my imposter syndrome kick my ass and it just tells me, well, you're not equipped to do it anyway, so just don't fucking try. And it's so dumb because I don't really get embarrassed easily. Like, I'm not like a person that, you know, like.
But you do when you feel like,
because
you really want to do it.
Right. And something I also struggle with is, like, I feel like I'm not truly passionate about anything. And I feel like that's also why imposter syndrome kicks my ass.
That you are passionate about. I don't think that you get embarrassed. I think you're more vulnerable about it.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I'm more vulnerable. Yeah.
It's
How?
like when you're writing, it's like, this is me. This is like me raw. And presenting it to people is kind of hard.
Yeah. No, you're right. Vulnerable is the perfect word. It's not embarrassment. Because, yeah, I truly don't get embarrassed. I'm a fucking clown. You know, but with that, yeah, I do. I get really, dang, look at that. I like that. Do you guys struggle with naming your emotion? Like how just now it's not that I'm embarrassed, it's that I would be vulnerable. I struggle a lot with naming what my actual emotion is.
I don't, and it's funny enough, it's because of weed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm able to process my feelings and stuff a lot better whenever I smoke. And I can break them down, like, this is what led to me feeling this way, and this was my reaction, or this was going to be my initial reaction. It helps me with my reactions too. Like, we were talking earlier, you'd be like, sometimes you just like go off. Like, if I'm not high, maybe, but if I am, I can sit there and like, okay, let me see it from their perspective. Yeah, I can step way back versus like,
right here.
Yeah, like, let me take a moment, because usually I'll just go for it. Let me take a moment. Let me look at it from their perspective. Let me think on it. And a lot of times it's just like two people who didn't understand each other, who did have the best meaning, but just was not translated that way. And so I forgot the initial question, but
Do we have trouble naming our emotions?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Because I was talking about there's a difference between embarrassment and vulnerability. Like, and for realsies, like, I know for sure I struggle. But I think it's also because growing up, a lot of the emotions I felt were so sad and mad really just merged into one big monster, you know? Like, it wasn't, I didn't know that I could just be sad. Like, they were always hand in hand for me. Yeah. And so now as an adult, also in a marriage, you know, it's really important because I love my husband. He's so good to me. I don't want to snap at my husband because he said something that inadvertently hurt my feelings, but because I don't know how to be like, that was mean. Now it's kind of like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like, whoa, you know? So that is something that now as an adult and going back to trying to pursue passions and dream again, you know, like that's something that's I guess what I really struggle with is like actually naming all of that shit to make it make sense instead of just letting it cluster into one big thing. And then now I'm just not shit. Like, I give up altogether. Damn. All right.
You weren't given the tools. That's why. Like, we weren't given the
We
tools.
want to coach through it.
When did you start smoking?
I started smoking in 2018 after I moved away from Shreveport. I had packed my bags and left my ex-husband high and dry and moved out here with my best friend and my goddaughter and like a current partner And then I learned about all the medicinal benefits. I mean, all of them. Like, I have ADHD. It helps me with my sensory processing so I don't get overstimulated. It helps me with my social anxiety. I would not be here right now if not. Like, it helps me with a lot of things. And, like, that's really what makes me so passionate about the plant. And, like, what makes me want to help break stigmas is because this can help literally everyone with an ailment. You don't have to get high for it to, like, help you. Like, there's CBD, there's HHC, there's THCA, there's so many alternative cannabinoids, and like just knowing the information, I forgot where I was going, but once again, like that's what made me be passionate about it.
Do you go into detail about what you smoke, like for your sensory issues or your social anxiety going out, or is it just like I'm gonna smoke what I like and it's cool because I'm high on smoking?
I have certain ones for like work.
Okay.
I have certain ones for like, so yeah, I do like have certain strains or certain like mixes because I actually make my own cards now.
Okay.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Thank you. I make my own cards and like my own blends for those specific reasons. So if I'm going somewhere, like I have this card, or if I'm going to sleep, I have my CBN card and stuff like that. So,
okay. So yeah, you do.
Hell yeah. I do want to keep this passion train going though, and jump to Alejandra.
Well, I don't know anything about weed.
No. I wanted to know more.
What's a cart?
I'll show you. Learning.
one of these things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like it's a concentrate versus the flower, and usually like smell proof. And I like telling people about smell proof options a lot too because people like don't want to smell like weed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having. You see, you did have.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weed cologne. That's so funny. But no, I wanted to talk about your passion, about how you got into photography, about why it's something that, because you have taken a break, you know, a sabbatical, if you will, but it's something that you always come back to, that you just genuinely love. So I kind of would like you to touch on that if you're comfortable and willing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was actually my brother's camera. He bought it, he didn't use it, and I was like, I want to play with it. You know, like, this was in high school, and so he ended up giving it to me, and then throughout, like, the family parties, like, I would photograph just for fun. Like, I was just a photographer. I wasn't editing. I was literally just, you know, taking photos. And I've always had, like, remember the Polaroid? No, it was like the ones that you would tape to the wall.
Disposable.
Disposable, that's the one. I've always had those. Yeah.
Oh my god, Kodak moment.
Yeah. So I've always been photographing. It's just, it wasn't until we talk about friends pushing us, right? I think it was Clarissa, she, you know, like I always like photography. And so she sent me a link to a photography course. And so I was like, okay, like, you know, I'll try it out. And so that was really fun. And then I ended up doing that. And again, I was still just doing it for family. Like, and it wasn't even portraits or styled shoots or anything. It was just like somebody's having a birthday party, you know, like let me take pictures of that. It was literally just event photography. And it wasn't until Clarissa told me about that course, and then within that course I found more courses. And so then I started following all these Facebook pages, and it's like, I think this is something I want to do, because I've always been into hobbies. Like, I've always had crafting hobbies. Like, I have a whole craft room. Like, I'm always pursuing something that I saw. But it's not something that people will tell me, like, why don't you sell it? It sounds like work. You know, like, I don't want to do that. Like, yeah, I'm okay at it, I'm good at it, but I don't want to pursue that. But with photography, it's something that really was like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And then I think it was, again, with your sister Clarissa, where I was like, I would take pictures of the girls.
Yeah.
And so then, like, it became really fun. We did, like, a Christmas shoot with the family, and I was like, I created my little Facebook page, but I didn't tell anybody yet. Like, I was just like, it was secret, right? And so then I told her about it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this for real. And she's like, go, do it. You're good at this. And it's the imposter syndrome that I'm still battling. And right now, hence the sabbatical that I'm on, it's just, I needed to take a break because it's like, is this really something I want to do? Because it is stressful, honestly. Because I'm working my 9 to 5. During my lunchtime, I'm working on editing photos. Like after work, I'm still editing photos. And so it takes up a lot of time. So is this something I really want to do? But I forgot the question.
So we're all crackheads. Yeah.
Love it.
ADHD just peaked.
Right, just right. No, it was basically just about.
How long have you been doing photography?
I mean, see, it was weird to say professionally. Well, technically, since high school, honestly. It wasn't ever that I was in a photography class or anything. It's just something that I picked up the camera and started doing on my own. So, and I've never gone
So professionally.
professionally. Maybe 3 years, I want to say.
Okay.
Or actually,
I thought it's been longer than that.
no. I've been married 3 years. My dad passed away before that, so it's only been 3 years.
Huh.
Yeah.
It feels like longer than that.
Well, because I'm always with the one family. So.
That's true.
But yeah,
That's true.
but
Yeah.
professionally, technically 3 years.
Yeah. So Alejandra is my older sister's best friend, and so she does do.
Shout out sis.
Yes.
But you know what? When you were saying that, like, Tristen pushed me, I just kept thinking of Mean Girls, where it's like I'm a pusher king.
Truck pusher.
But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was trying to thought. I'm not even high. I specifically was like, I'm not smoking. I'm gonna be present. I'm gonna be here,
Yeah.
clear-headed, and I also.
How long have you been doing podcasts?
Oh yeah, tell us about your passion.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a podcast for 3 hours.
Congratulations.
And the truth is my sister also was the one who encouraged me to do this.
She is a pusher.
Shout out sis.
Listen, if I have no. But no, truthfully, the only reason this was even possible so quickly was because my sister and my brother-in-law fucking love me and support me and push me in the best ways ever, and they got me the mic, they got me the fucking camera, they got me the fucking laptop. Like, this truly would not have been, honestly, like, and I feel, it's so funny because I feel like when me and my sister were younger, our relationship was really complicated. Like, we didn't get along until way later, and I feel like it's only because at one point she had to start, like, taking me with her places and, like, looking out for me.
Me and
Yeah.
my little brother.
See, and it's so funny because I'm the youngest sibling, and so anytime I meet older siblings, it's always kind of the same reiteration, right, of like how they had to kind of be there for their younger siblings.
Second parent.
And yes, and I truly, it's only very recently.
My brother called me his oldest.
My mom called me and said, "Let me tell you about your son." Who are you talking to? I didn't birth nobody. No ma'am.
That's so funny. I love that. As the youngest sibling, I love it because truthfully, I just feel like I didn't give my sister enough love, respect, and gratitude, until very recently that I was able to be like, this whole time, even when I knew nothing about your battles, I knew nothing about what you were going through, I knew nothing about the sacrifices you made for me as your younger sibling, like, I just had that shit, like growing up, we weren't rich, but my sister worked at a shoe store, and I had hella shoes. You would think we had money by the amount of J's I had, like, but that's, like, it's little things like that, I mean, that I think about that I'm just kind of like, fuck, like, I am a fucking brat, like, yeah, and I truly, like, all that to say, truthfully, like, I just definitely do not give my sister her flowers enough, and I fucking love you, though.
Shout out to big siblings.
But yeah. So we were talking about pushers.
What's your favorite thing about your passion? Like, what's the thing that makes you say, "I'm doing the right thing"? Anybody?
After I wake up and I'm mad about waking up and I get there I be chilling. I be working out with kids. I'm teaching them new stuff on the field. We laughing half the time. When I'm in the weight room with clients while they working out, they were laughing at me because I'm a goofball. They shooting me stairs, and I'm like, bro, why you fighting me in your head? How many times I'm going to lose? So I like that part, you know? Like compared to when I was working at the school, every minute of every day I knew I was at fucking work and I hated every second of it. But now, like I say, I don't like waking up. But I'm not a morning person. But
You like waking up, not early.
there we go. There we go. Because I'm not a morning person. But after I finally get up and I'm good and I'm there, it's like, cool.
Okay.
I can do this. I can go all day if I need to. And then I'm good.
For me, so again, imposter syndrome always kicks in when I have a photo shoot scheduled, right? But I'm nervous, I'm freaking out, I'm like, I hope I do really good. I go there, I photograph, and as everything's going on, I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, this is amazing. Like this, I'm like, oh my god, I'm good at this. Like, and then afterwards, you know, that drive home feels so good to me. Because it's just like, we had fun doing it. I love what I saw so far. I can't wait to go home and start editing these. That is like, that's how I know I'm doing the right thing. Because it's just that happiness that I get from it. And then, you know, giving those photographs to other people, to those people, and them loving it. Because my ultimate goal is for you to love the way you look. And so that's why that's what drives me. So
I love that. That drive home bit kind of got
Me, I get questions like from a lot of people about like usage. Like if I'm on antidepressants, can I still smoke? If I do this, if I'm pregnant, can I still smoke? And the fact that people actually trust my knowledge just because like all of these are not people I know. A lot of people I know ask me questions, but some are just like internet people. And they're like, hey, I see you post this. Can I do? And I'm like, you actually trust me. Like, you could have went to Google, you could have went to anybody, but you trusted me to come and ask me this question. And so that really drives me. Like, knowing, like, people see me and they are, like, asking for medicinal reasons. They're not just asking, like, what's the best strain out there? Like, fucking but, like, no, like, well, can I take this to help me sleep? I have insomnia, like, and like that has pushed me to like try to get certifications, like bud tender knowledge. I don't plan on ever going to be a fucking bud tender, but at least I'll know like these are the type of terpenes you need to be looking for.
You can be in those conversations.
Exactly, and I can actually give you good information and feel confident knowing like, okay, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I love that.
That's kind of why I like training too. Every time a parent bring me their kid to train, I'll be like, dang, you trust me?
with your kids,
You
make this
right.
I love it.
That's super cute. I think for me with writing, because I fall off a lot with it, but when I do, and like it's so funny because as much as I have imposter syndrome, I'm also like I know I can write. You know, like I know I have written some good shit. I know I've done some good pieces. Like there's definitely you know, pieces that I'm really, really proud of. And it feels really good because I feel like in real life, in the real world, I do struggle with that like brain to mouth connection. Like I will know what I'm trying to say, but I just can't fully articulate that all the time. And I think it's because my brain is just moving so fast and like my mouth is trying to like grab it. And my mouth is trying to grab it, but then I lose bits and pieces of it, so I can't fully articulate what I'm really trying to say. But it feels really good when I read something back and it's comprehensive. It's exactly what I wanted to say. You know, like when you would write papers in school and like you would go back and you'd be like, oh, you know, like syntax is really big. Like this actually sounds better up here, or oh, I used a lot of this word, or whatever it is. Like it feels so good when it's done. When it's comprehensive, when even I, my biggest critic, don't have shit else to change, I don't have anything. And there have been very rare instances where I do post my writing online because that's how confident I am that it's good. Not even if people don't relate to it or don't like it or don't understand it or they don't see where I'm coming from. It's just the fact that I know that for once on paper, this is exactly what I want to be saying. And it's like, I guess it kind of goes back to like feeling like I wasn't really like heard or like present growing up. And so when I finally feel confident that yes, this is what I meant to say, this is something I fucking stand on. That feels so good. Like that makes me feel fucking human. Like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, I come to you when I need something written. Like,
Yeah.
I'll send you a text. It's like, can you make this sound nice?
Yeah. I actually forgot about that.
I do that too. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I did. I have done that also before, like just for fun, also just for family, like when siblings or cousins or whoever they. I also used to be the one that everybody went to, like, hey, I have this paper to write. I'll slide you $30. You know, type shit. Like, but yeah, I think along the way, I don't know if. I don't know what it is, because it's not like I'm doing it all the time. It's not like it's constant. Like, I can obviously be writing for myself, you know. But along the way, I just feel like I got real lost about, like, what I did for me. Like, I just lost, like, my sense of who I actually was. And then that ended up trickling into, you know, the loss of the passion and, like, the beating myself up and being like, this is dumb. Like, but, like, for what? You know, like, again, it's not like I was trying to get published and I failed and people were like, this shit sucks. You can't write. Like, I did that shit all to myself without ever actually trying. So that sucked.
I did that in training.
Yeah?
I wouldn't write workouts at all. I just go like, I wouldn't write a workout down. I did. I just go do it.
Yeah.
And then when I'd have kids to come train, I wouldn't plan. I just, hey, what do y'all want to do?
What do you feel is like? So now you do plan them. And what do you feel
I
is like?
plan on the field. I still ask them what they want to do, but I give them options because I would have 2 or 3 workouts or like what ways I want to go about it.
Yeah.
So I'll ask if you want to do like footwork or top of the route stuff, or do you want to do hip work? And in my head, I have a different favorite workout for each of them when I come.
Do you feel more effective now? Like,
I don't. Yeah, I feel more confident.
yeah.
I think so because, like I say, I have this one kid who I've trained for all these years, and I've watched him grow.
Yeah.
And like now he's in college, and I'm still watching him progress. You know, like I'm watching his game change and get better. So I think I am getting more efficient, and I'm now trying to learn how to duplicate it. You know?
Yeah.
Because every kid isn't the same.
Right.
And so I think that's why I ask those questions, but now I don't feel so much like I'm faking it because I do have a plan when I ask those questions now.
Yeah, I love that.
I feel that though. With photography, it's like I have to compare like posing, right? It's like you have that couple that just they know what to do, and it's like perfect. But then there's the people who are like, look at me, and it's like, what do I do? And I'm like, hold here, you know, like having to direct them every single bit of the way. So if I come with a plan, then it's like, okay, I can do what I want, like get that stuff done. It's like, did you have anything in mind that you wanted to, you know, get photographed? And so then maybe they'll show me an a Pinterest photo. It's like, well, I really like this pose. Okay, we could try that out as well. So, but no, I get that.
That's so, you know, because like as someone who one time had a wedding photographer, I do remember she was like, look up pictures, look up poses for inspiration. And I definitely didn't. I totally flopped on my one assignment. But
well, you were getting married, so you had a lot.
a little bit, yeah. A little things on my mind. But no, yeah, I didn't. I remember I did not have. She definitely had to guide us the whole time, and she very much so. She was the idea person. The one thing I had an idea there. So in this picture, there's like a couch, a ring, and you can't really see the lighting, but it says "till death" because we had an all-black wedding, and so our theme was "till death do us part," obviously, right? And so the one thing I wanted to do was this very like, you know, like couch in the middle of the forest. You know, we found each other. This very mythical folklore vibe that I really wanted to pull off, but I truthfully didn't know how. And as soon as I told her the vibe that I wanted and what I was looking for and what we wanted, because also, you know, when I was thinking about what I wanted our wedding pictures to look like, I was thinking about what I wanted to eventually put up on our wall and what I wanted our home to look like. And she fucking delivered, I feel. Like, all of it was her idea. Like, even like in this one when my husband took his shirt off, that was all her.
She called it too?
Yeah. just kind of let go and let the professional do their fucking job.
Yeah, but that's why having a plan
Yeah.
works out.
I have a question for you then. Have you ever worked with like the couple or person who knows what they want to do, but everybody else does not want to participate?
Yes.
I
No,
feel this is recording fine. It's nothing bad. Okay, so I got invited to do like a bridal, record like a bridal party weekend in Tulum. Wonderful. This is blowing my mind. Like, I've never done shit like this before. Cool. I'll come capture everything. She had all the types of, she had a list of brands that she needed to create content for. And like, for what and stuff like that. So like, me creating UGC for you. Me filming it all, editing it, all of that. Cool. The bride, of course, is excited. Like, this is, this is my shit. Like, her friends, I think they just don't like being in photos and stuff like that. But it was a feel, like, I can feel you're not engaged. And it's going to come across on here, which it does. And I was just like, there's parts of this I can't fix. And then, like, looking back at that, like, it's hard for me to let that go because I'm like, we could have had better.
Yeah.
We could have had better if you just, if y'all just wanted to participate, we could have had better.
I've seen that.
Like, is there a fix or no? That's my question. Is there a fix?
Sometimes it's just people. Like, I've been in both situations. Photo shoot, the family didn't really look that happy to be a part of it. And so I'm here making jokes, making a fool out of myself, right? So to get I'll use that next time. And so, it's something about being a photographer. It's just maybe you have to be the silly person, maybe you have to make weird, comments just to get somebody to like bust a smile, and then being able to capture it at that moment.
I thought that was just like children's photography.
So, because men don't really like to be photographed.
They do
honestly.
not.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
You sure you don't?
Yeah.
Why don't men like taking pictures?
I don't know. I just don't. And for one, I don't ever think to. And then when I do, I'm like, nah, I'm alright. It's cool. Then half the time when
Men should
somebody
take more pictures.
half the time when somebody wants to take a picture of me, I don't want to be photographed because I feel like I look like I should be on camera right then.
Every single picture that we took in high school was definitely us doing some dumb shit. It was
Yeah.
never just, let's look nice.
My favorite picture is me looking down at you like this and you looking up like this.
Oh yeah, because we're fighting. Because you look dumb in the picture. That's exactly what happened.
gosh.
That's so funny. I forgot about that. That's crazy.
I scroll by every so often and I just
I
laugh.
love that.
I just
Dang,
I was like, that's my dog.
That's
She used to beat me up in high school, by the way. She used to bully.
Oh,
can't run, but you
can.
Right.
Inconsistent
She punch real hard.
with the lies I have told already. I'm working really hard to build this profile. No, I'm just playing. Well, you deserved it though.
Sometimes, not all the time.
No, 100%. I feel like
60-40. My way though, like 40% I deserve it. 60% of the time you just been an asshole. Yeah. That's how it is.
oh, fun fact.
What?
Aquarius man, I cannot believe this did not click.
You know, like Aquarius is. You must be a Leo.
That's not. No, I'm a Scorpio woman.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think about that earlier.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry for her.
Yes, shame on him. He made a horrible name for y'all.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, because you definitely feed into some of the Aquarius man stereotypes.
Tell it. Tell a story.
You definitely do have that.
She'll cut this part out. Go ahead.
You exhibit some, you could. What's funny is I know you care
Ooh, and then you're a
about
personal
certain
trainer
things.
too. Damn. Damn.
What that mean?
They hoes.
Oh,
That's the perception, I'll say.
that's funny.
So you ain't never been hoe your whole life?
In my whole life.
You ain't never been a hoe?
In college is fine.
You talking about adult life or like my kid life? Like,
Were you single? If you were single, it's fine.
I mean, hoe is hoe.
You know, let's move past it.
We'll talk about it after she turned the camera.
Because
Because I want to know. I'm a nosy.
I am thinking about what we would have to dredge up when we talk about those, like, because we knew each other in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
You said you ain't never been a hoe. See her a little bit.
and so then, I'm just thinking, about what that would actually entail. Because when you went to college, like, we've always been friends. We've always checked in over the years, every now and then. But I definitely wasn't around when you were in college. So I don't actually know what you were like in college. I only had high school.
I was chilling in college, bro. Ah, you put me
I
on
like
the
hearing
bus.
hoe stories. I'm sorry. I'm not judging. I love hearing hoe stories. I love a hoe story.
That's okay. I used to be
It's a different podcast.
If you
If it gets a whole different.
again, we'll cut the camera. I love it.
Just hit
I have college stories too.
Fuck. Okay, I'll have to invite you guys back for the hoes version.
It's okay.
We gotta have
We can just chop it and cut it.
to the whole 20 minutes that we stayed on task.
Episode 2 starts right.
The Maria connection.
We're back. Maria connection.
After hours. Yeah, showtime, dude.
There you go. The after hours, girl.
We're on the patio.
We're gonna sell blunts during that.
That's so fucking funny. Okay, but for real though, to get back on topic.
We just never really on a topic,
Yeah,
We just kind of been talking.
It's been fun though.
I agree, but I don't know. I'm trying to
Okay,
bring it
question. Anybody here work out? Is anybody on a fitness journey here?
I'm on a journey.
You on a journey to where?
Okay, this is my problem with the gym. ADHD. I get bored. Like, I like Pilates, like on the reformer and stuff. That was
Yeah.
I
so
just got
fun.
into Pilates like a couple months ago.
That's so fun to me. Like, because of
Kicking my
the
ass.
it's a lot.
She kicked
But
my
like,
ass.
I like Pilates because it has a lot of like, I'm moving and like, it's basically, I'm in a little car. Trying to take a board. It is like when you're looking
How
and
you
like
get
fucking
bored in the
around.
gym? What's a lot of shit to do in the gym?
I only like lift like
Dumbbells and stuff?
squatting. I
Yeah,
only
squatting.
like squatting.
Wow.
I don't get bored with that for some reason. But everything else, I hate being on the treadmill. I hate
Oh,
like
treadmill.
kettlebells. I hate anything else. I hate it. I hate the gym. I want to love it though. I see where people make it a habit and they love it.
Yeah.
I wanna get to that
I go
point.
to gym and disassociate by myself. Nobody else.
I would love that.
Like, I be in there, no, nobody else be in there with me. Even my headphones drown out sometimes. I just be there.
How?
I don't know. I just been in the gym pretty much.
You have your whole life.
Yeah.
I never remember.
Look,
Yeah.
honestly, I learned it from football. Because in some spaces, some folks used to ask me, like, bro, how you see that? How you see that? I used to tell folks, like, sometimes I don't see people particularly. I just see blobs of color. And if it's not my color, then I'm moving through it, moving away from it.
That's cool.
And they'll be like, what do you mean? And it's just like eyes on now. Like, I put myself in the flow. Like, eyes on now. I would have to see who you are. You got to see your position. And that's kind of, I just put that in the gym. Like, this shit hurt. And you got coaching, you got to do another one. Keep going. Bro, I'm not trying to hear you. Let me just go find that place where I'll be on the field.
Yeah.
That I simply cannot not be present mentally when I'm at the gym.
I feel like people are looking at me.
You see, I also used to feel that way, but my thing is, so like
No,
before when I was trying,
disassociated right through you.
before that's what my husband says too, because he's very big on working out. He like his biggest thing has always been like people are like the people that you think are staring at you think you're staring at them. Like the people who share the same insecurities as you,
Or
that
they be in
they're
their own
also
world. 'Cause I
insecure.
was
Yeah, or they be in their own world.
Like,
And then I'll, yeah, then like somebody come through and I'll be like, oh. And then like when they go by, I'm like, oh, I was looking right at that. Oh, they think, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that people don't be smiling at you. And then if I do looking at somebody, I'm like, damn, they form fucking suck. Or I'm like, damn.
That's it.
You just
Yeah.
That's my word. Because I'm like in the gym, I'm not sure if I'm doing the correct
But
thing.
I'm the person that's gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
I'd
tell
rather
you
that than
form
somebody
fucking
just
suck, but I'm gonna let you know
like,
that.
Yeah.
But
Just
like,
keep
I'm
watching
gonna
you doing
let
it
you know,
wrong.
like, you might hurt yourself if you keep doing it. Though.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go about my life.
Yeah.
Ain't
I think
nobody.
it's interesting to know as a man, like if you see a woman and like not even in a gross way, you know, but for real, like damn, she finna throw her fucking elbow out or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
I gotta say something.
Yeah, like how do you approach that? Because I feel like in this
I
day
walk
and
up and I
age,
say, excuse me.
have you
Instead
ever
of being a fucking weirdo.
I mean, I'm not gonna shoot at you. Like, I ain't even finna ask you your name. Excuse me. I know that you're doing yada yada yada. Again, you fuck around and hurt your back, your shoulder, whatever the movement is, you know. And then
has
it's
anyone
over,
ever
you leave.
received that negatively?
No, if they do, fuck you. I hope you hurt yourself.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to be fucking nice. I could have watched you right in my head, but I chose not to, and I never do. So it's like, receive it negatively if you want to. I hope I see you next week and you hit me with one of them, and I'll be like,
Told your ass.
Tell you what. Try to.
I get the like the initial like what's the word I'm looking for? Like not standoffish, I can't think of the word, but the initial like of like a man walking up because niggas do be weird
But
in the gym.
and like I say, I went to the gym. I grew up going to the gym with my mom.
Yeah.
So it's like I know I'm not coming to shoot a shot at you.
And I'm sure you know gym
whatever.
etiquette and
That's
stuff.
why I say I just walk up, excuse me, and I don't ever do it while they're in the set. I wait till they done, finish up. Hey, you can do that again. Next time you might want to, you know, straighten your back, pick your head up, bring in your elbows, whatever the situation may be. Like perfect example was this one chick squatting a couple weeks ago, and like it was one of those things like the barbell was off like this, and she could feel it, and I'm watching her like trying to figure her feet while she's doing it. I'm just like, okay, let me see if she's doing another set like that. And of course she did, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, I don't think she's speaking out English, so I went and found one of my friends who does speak Spanish. I was like, hey, can you go tell her, just walk up to her, tell her, excuse me, hey, can you fix it? He's like, bro, come over here with me, and then I'm gonna try. So I was, excuse me, ma'am. She hung, and of course he's translating. I'm just letting her know, hey, your feet are off center and you're dropping. You know, just line up your feet and keep your shoulders square. Put your head up, and you won't be off center. And she, oh, thank you, cool. And what about that? So now she's sitting in the gym, she's smiling away, like smiling away. We go about her life.
I love that too. My husband makes friends at the gym all the time because of shit like that.
The whole little
Because,
gym family.
yeah. And exactly, like he'll walk through the gym, whatever gym he at, because sometimes if our gym is, if he gets off too late and it closes, then he'll have to get like the day pass at like Gold because they close later or wherever, right? Like whatever is convenient at the time. No matter what gym this man goes to, if he's walking through, he has so many
I
friends.
feel like the gym is the friendliest place ever. Because everybody's going there to escape and just get a workout.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's trying to be in there on no hostility for real, you know?
Oh, what I was saying before though was like with the whole disassociating thing. So like, remember when I posted a while back, like I finally was able to run like a mile. Like I was finally able to run a mile straight. And before I would try to disassociate because when I would ask people for help, like I do have a really good friend who did cross country in school, and so obviously he still runs, and so he trained for endurance, you know, like to go longer periods of time. So when I was asking him just in general, like, 'cause I'm not trying to fucking sprint, I can't sprint, you know, like when I was asking in general, like how do I, you know, that's his thing too. He's like, he gave me like tips as far as like how to land on my feet because I was landing wrong, like I was putting pressure on the wrong spot, on my heel, yeah. And so like he would give me, you know, like tips like that. But as far as mentally, he was like, I just zone out, like you know, I get
to a point where I'm like, oh, okay.
but I can't do that. I have to be at the forefront of my mind and tell myself like,
think about a scenario in your book. Like you have to find a place of enjoyment in your head. So think about a scenario in your book.
damn, you got my stairs. Because before, like, I would try to like watch a show or like listen to a podcast or like do something to try to get me to just be comfortable in what I'm doing.
On the football field.
Yeah. Huh.
And then it just goes from there. I ended up on the football field to at my cousin's house. We be chilling. I'd be out of my head doing everything. The whole time I'm on the treadmill, running for 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but only very recently I've been able to run. Like, for the first time in my life, y'all, I was able to run a mile straight. Like, thank you. Like, a mile straight. And then I took, like, a 3-minute walking break. And then I kept doing that until I got to 3 miles. And then on my last mile, I did not run that bitch straight. But it was the most I had ever ran consistently in my life. And I felt so fucking proud of myself. But I did have to, like, force myself
I
to, like,
work
get my
out 4 or 5 days a week. Ain't running up 3 damn miles. I don't care how much of a break you give me in between.
It was really hard, but it was.
You got 2 max out of me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I had to, in my head, be like, oh, so you're a fucking loser. Oh, you gonna quit. Oh, so you're a bitch. Damn! Like,
do that on baby shit.
yeah.
I be like, dang, you can't cop out, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, so that's the only way I was able to get through it. Anytime I tried to, like, disassociate or, like, get to that place of just zoning out to where I'm not feeling how uncomfortable my body is, right? Because that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's not like as soon as you're done.
You just don't want to be on.
Exactly. As soon as you're done running,
7 seconds.
you know, it's exactly. Literally, like, and you're fine. You can walk out the fucking gym. It's not like when you're doing weights and you're fucking buckling out, you know, like.
And people who get to that point be crazy.
Oh, that's me. That's it. I work out and I'll get to the, yeah. I got to the point where I threw up and almost passed out.
I mean, I've thrown
Really?
up.
And so,
working
well, I
out.
mean, that's
like,
like-
just like a
I
football
just love
practice though, or
running.
something, not from the weight
And
room,
Me
though.
from
It's just
squat,
like sometimes you get sick.
I will.
But also,
That's the only time
I don't know
walk
if it's a
in and
healthy
I will keep
mentality,
going.
but I'm like, just throw up and keep going.
I don't know. The only other type of
That's why
workout,
That's why I don't do that no more.
I haven't done that.
longboarding. Like,
Longboarding?
yeah, like as an adult, my mom didn't buy me a fucking skateboard as a kid, and I asked her for it, so I was like, I'm gonna buy myself a longboard.
I did see that.
Yeah, I loved it. Like that, I could work out doing that. That was my workout for a while till it got hot as fuck. Like I would go out there and I'll do that, and that works your core so much,
The core, your hips.
so much.
It keeps your, really everything.
Mhm. And like
If
that
you
was
just think about
enjoyable, but now it's hot as fuck, and I am not going out there doing
That's
that.
chill though.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I started rollerblading. Well, are rollerblades the one
That's in the airlines.
with the? Oh no, hell no, I can't do that. I have 0 balance.
Oh,
I can't ride a bike. I can't.
I did them as a kid. I don't think I can now.
Yeah, no. My husband bought me.
Roller skates.
Yeah, he bought me roller skates, and he's so cute because he knows that I need them to be cute. So he got me ones with light up wheels. Exactly. And like it's honestly, I love that man so much, yo. He will literally like take me out and like hold my hand, like he'll just be walking with me because I don't have balance. Like as a kid, I didn't learn how to ride a bike. I didn't go outside and climb trees. Like I
I never
did.
had to ride a bike till I was a sophomore, junior in high school.
Really, I didn't know that. Huh?
I don't ride.
I had baby steps.
You know how
I used to walk behind my cousins while they rode their bikes.
Chris had to hold
the handle?
Yeah.
I
Because
had
I bought
to the
someone
friend that
maybe
teach me. I just got to follow.
2 years ago.
So I was at
They're
your
just
place.
sitting in our yard, but when
bro.
they
They
were
had
done,
framing
yeah,
walls?
like he was,
That they could
he
put on
had
for
to
you.
hold it for me.
I love that.
I will do it.
But it's just like, I don't know, it's like one of those things that like I do for like a day and then I never do it again.
I mean,
So it's
even
like,
when we
I
was
can't remember
in
it,
elementary, like,
and I don't have
you
a balance.
training
I
wheels and that
suck
shit,
at
so
balance.
I'm around, I'm training wheels, bro. Put me on the back of your shit. Let's go.
Oh man.
Do you do video?
No,
Oh, no.
not video.
I was gonna ask you to come video one of my workouts.
I will.
For real?
Yeah.
That's lit.
What do you like?
We talk about now. This is what the podcast for.
Oh, I mean, like, you just gotta tell me like your aspect ratios and what you're looking for, and
Okay.
she was saying, like send me like videos you like and stuff like that. What you're trying to choose.
I'm gonna start doing this whole posting thing. I'm gonna get back.
I'll get on your ass about it if you need. I do that for everyone.
Did we exchange socials?
No, we didn't.
Okay,
We just
well,
been
done.
able to
We should.
I mean, we should probably do that. To everyone.
Yeah. See, look right now. I didn't even put it
I will put everyone's socials
up.
in the video. It'll be cute. Everybody's will be above their head. You know. I know obviously I have y'all's Instagram. I'll use the Texas Love Story Instagram. I'll use Slaughterhouse Fitness. Am I just using? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay. But yes, subscribe for pretty much fucking everybody. Like, yeah. But no, I really appreciate y'all. Let's get a group hug by the camera, and then we'll wrap this bitch up. Like, I don't know, like just so we can be
Everybody
cute.
link up.
Where's
Oh,
What do
no,
you
I meant like this way. Like,
I don't know what
facing
you're
the camera.
doing.
Like just so we could, just.
Oh, you're short too. So then, like, do we like sing a song goodbye?
Yeah, we're gonna say, and this has been the Maria Connection.
Maria Connection.
Connection.
Woo!
Oh, we got spirit fingers too.
Spirit fingers.